Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, people? What's going on, good people? Happy draft night. Happy draft night. We in here. We in here. A little bit late getting to it, but we in here. The pick is in. We already saw what it is. No surprises yet. No surprises yet. Let me know if my audio was good. Let me know if the visual is good. Just give me a thumbs up or just let me know I'm good in the comment section. Go ahead and put some music on. Hopefully you guys can't hear the TV in the background. I'm not trying to get hit. We made it. That's a fact. We made it, man. Now we got to see what's going to happen now. We got to see what's going to happen. Thank you for letting me know. Shout out to everybody in the building. Luann is in the building. My man Big Blue 8 is in the building. My man Illuminati is in the building. DCC 219. What's going on? What DC said that could have been our quarterback. Yeah, Cam could have been our quarterback for sure. But now he's in Tennessee. He's in Tennessee. Oh man. Oh, I missed it. The Jacksonville Jaguars traded up. Oh my gosh. The Jaguars traded up. Uh-oh. The Jaguars are on the clock. Oh, man. He said, get ready for Jackson Dart. Yeah, that might be the pick. Trading up to get Jackson Dart, too. That's the crazy part. Pablo, what's going on, man? What's going on? All this multitasking right now. Hold on. Who are they going to get? Who are the Jaguars coming up to get? Lewis, I'm scared. Listen, I'm nervous too. I'm curious. I don't know. Are the Jaguars going Travis Hunter? And also, what did they give up? Do we know what they gave up? What's going on, New York State of Mind? What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing, man? And I was, you know what's crazy? I was looking at how many Giants content creators alive right now. They're like almost all of them alive right now. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in and vibing with me, man. I need to make some rounds too. So yeah, I just want to be here for the people, man. Get this reaction to what the New York Giants are gonna do. And it's funny too because my TV is on a delay. My phone, I got my phone going too. It is what it is. My phone already has like 4 minutes. 4 minutes for the Jacksonville Jaguars to select. My TV. Okay. My TV still has the that's what they got. So okay, the Jags got the second overall pick, the 4th round pick, and the 6th round pick. And then Cleveland got the 5th overall, a second rounder, a 4th rounder, and then they got a 2026 first round pick. So yeah, they got a ransom. What's going on? My TV is doing the same. Yeah, I got my TV and the phone going at the same time. New York, she said, I'm mad because the Knicks are playing right now. Listen, man. Listen. Tune in and out. Yeah, Jacksonville made the move. And they dropped the bag for him. Baghdad. They dropped the bag. They dropped the bag on Cleveland. Cleveland took that and ran with it. Are they taking Hunter? Let's get these votes in. Did they trade up for Hunter? Did they trade up for Abdul Carter? What do you think is going to happen? I think they're trading up for Travis Hunter. Got to figure out what they're doing. What y'all think? Which way y'all think they're going? And Mosley says, we know who the Jags are taking. I know they're not taking a quarterback. I know that much. Yeah, it's Hunter. It's Hunter. I think so. They're going to. No, I was about to say the Florida boy goes back to Florida, but he's from Georgia. Luann, that Hunter, yeah, it's over for Hunter. Hunter is about to go to the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's what I'm thinking. My man Money Mike says Hunter hands down. Yeah, I think it's a wrap. Oh wow. So the Browns, yeah, good Lord. The Browns got the bag. They made a nice move there. Browns made a nice move. And I don't know what the New York Giants are going to do now. Because if anybody was going to trade up for the Giants to get a boatload of picks, it was going to be for Travis Hunter, and we just got beat to it. Yeah, Baghdad. I think it's Hunter too. Let me know how loud the TV is in the back, man. Because again, I don't even care if this get demonetized or not. We riding tonight. I need to be able to hear what's going on. We got the Jaguars giving high fives and everything. I'm waiting to see if they show Hunter on the phone. I don't see him on the phone yet, but they high fiving. Boy, oh boy. It's Sanders. This not at 2. Not for Jacksonville. Oh man. How's everybody doing tonight, man? How y'all doing? Excited? Anybody scared? Anybody nervous? It's always just all excitement. Oh man, Storm. What's going on, Storm? He says Hunter is going to Jacksonville. I think that's what makes the most sense. That's what makes the most sense. And you know what? Here comes Roger Goodell. Let me know if anybody else. You might beat me to it. Let me know if you guys can hear it. At least I can play it in the background when he announces the pick. They shouldn't do it too bad. Pablo says all I want to do is hear Abdul Carter. A lot of people feel that same way, brother. What's going on, Xavier? He said ready for this to be over. It's been a long 2 months. It's been a long 4 months. Man, Quiz, you already know what it is. I still want Shador, man. I don't think it's happening, but I still want Shador, man. Y'all know that. I need my quarterback, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. This old slow introduction. Come on. Get to it. Appreciate that, OKC. Man, get to the pick. Good Lord. All this talking. Especially in the first round, man. That's what I'm talking about, Simeon. I understand, but like first round, you can do that in the second round. Get to it. We're gonna be out here for 3 hours. Not me though. Not me though. Brother, get to the pick. Come on, man. Duh. Come on, brother. This guy dragging it. It's Hunter. Thank you. You take it forever. All right, Travis Hunter is official. We knew what it is. Giants are on the clock. The Giants are on the clock. Here we go. Shout out to Travis Hunter. Salute to Travis Hunter. Second overall pick. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. What's going on, Joseph? How the grandkids doing, Joe? How the grandkids? It's our time now, right? It's our time. I don't see anything about a trade yet. It is what it is. Uh-oh, Luann done spilled the beans, Luann. You got the Cavs. Luann, you gonna spoil it for me after you come on now. I gotta turn the comments off. Happy to hear that, Joe. Happy to hear that. Yo, he was taking forever to call that pick, man. Like, what you doing, man? What are you doing? Let me turn that down a little bit. I don't want ESPN doing me dirty. Eric Johnson says nickname for him is Broken Foot. Listen, man, at the end of the day, you guys already know. You guys already know. For me, it was always Shedeur Sanders for me. Always. I've accepted it in my heart that it might not be Shedeur Sanders. I understand it could be Hunter. And guess what? Best of luck to Hunter. Best of luck to Hunter. If it like I said, if he is the pick. Shout out to my man Mark with the $2 super chat. He says, Big Dash, you're the best. Get ready for Dart Carter. Oh boy. He's not getting number 11. I wouldn't give him number 11. You got to earn that, man. You got to earn that. Phil Simms won a Super Bowl. He got to earn that. I just can't give it to him. No, sir. We'll see what happens, though. I'm curious if they even ask him. They probably won't even ask him. Look at all these Hunter highlights. Guess who's throwing them the ball? Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders, man. That's who's throwing them the ball. Nah, that's cool, Mark. Mark, it is what it is. Listen, I'm not mad at it at all. I'm not mad at it. I had time to accept it. It's fine. It's fine. Said, was it looming? That Dark Carter. Oh boy. Or loving. I'm assuming that's what you meant. Loving that Dark Carter. Shout out to my man NYG Man VA with the $5 super chat. He says Sanders didn't even show up. He knows no one is feeling him. Sorry, bro. He said it a month ago that he wasn't going to be there. Yep. He's going in first. Luann, and guess what? If he doesn't go in the first, guess what? NYG Man, we still got a chance. But now the Cleveland Browns now have two second-round picks. They'll have 2 first-round picks next year, which I don't even care about. But they got enough right now that they can move up whenever they feel like it. They're gonna pick at 5, so they got a chance to really build their team up. And that was something that I thought the Giants might have been able to do. But again, it is what it is. It is what it is. The pick is in. I see it. Hey, NYG Man, don't ruin it for me. Don't ruin it for me. I see that the pick is in. Don't ruin it for me. I want to breathe this moment. Oh man, we're gonna see what's gonna happen though. Simeon says he's at the house with his dad and his brother streaming. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, that pink jacket is fire. You got a suit jacket with a seatbelt built-in seatbelt. Nah, man. Let's see what's going to happen now. The pick is in. The New York Giants, the pick is in. I'm waiting for the pick. Let's see what happens. And guess what? You know what's crazy about it is this. If they take Carter at 3, we still got to see what happens in the later on in the first round, because right now the Browns have the ammunition to move up. So if they like Milroe, if they like Jackson Dart, they're probably going to jump in front of us. We might not get a quarterback at all. We might not be able to get a quarterback at all, but I'm so surprised, man. New York State of Mind said I'm strapped in. I'll clap you in a coma. Yeah, his suit jacket is strapped in for sure. All right, man. The pick is in. Let's see what they're going to do. I'm not even going to look at my screen. I'm not going to look at my screen. So if y'all put it in the chat, I'm not looking at the chat. I'm going to try my best not to look at the chat. I'm going to try my best not to. So if you're going to spoil, they're already giving each other fist bumps. They showed the New York Giants in the war room. They got the fist bumps going. Brian Dable is doing a little sway back and forth. They seem to be excited. With whoever this pick is going to be. Here we go. They got Abdul Carter. There it is. Abdul Carter is a New York Giant. Abdul Carter is a New York Giant. Now we get to unleash somebody that loves Philly against Philly. The New York Giants select Abdul Carter. We got us a pass rusher, someone to add to the mix. We'll see what happens. My family is yelling in the background. They're watching it in the living room. They know how much I want Shedeur Sanders, and I just heard the nose from the living room. I just heard the nose from the living room. It is what it is. Carter is the pick. The New York Giants are going to be hunting quarterbacks. We'll see what happens. Baghdad, I understand. I understand, Baghdad. It is what it is. We're gonna have us a strong defense. We're gonna have a strong defense. We got to figure out some offense though. That's for sure. I still need a defensive tackle as well. But everybody's happy. Guess what? He looks good. Abdul Carter looks good in that New York Giants hat. I'm not gonna lie. He in here looking like Blade. Actually, now he's looking like Black Panther on the stage. It's going to be a nice rotation going on. Nice rotation. Curious to see what happens with Tibbs now. But it is what it is. Shout out to the license plate guy. He going crazy. Abdul Carter and Giants blue. There it is. Storm NY says, second pick is the most important pick. I need a D tackle, man. I need a D tackle. We're going to really build up this defense. I need a defensive tackle for sure. I need somebody to help free up these linebackers, let them do their things, run and chase. We got Abdul Carter. We got us an edge rusher. Not sure what's going to happen with Kayvon Thibodeaux. Abdul Carter still has some developing. You got to deepen that pass rush bag, but he is an explosive athlete, an explosive player, and he's going to make some plays for the New York Giants for sure. I like the ability of him being able to play off-ball linebacker as well. So maybe on first and second down, he might play a little bit of off-ball, and then when you get in them third down packages, let the man loose. Let that man loose. What's going on? Dip. My man's name is Dip the Tip. Pause. $5 super chat. He says, Carter was 4 on my list. I'm not mad, though. Ward, Hunter, Sanders, Carter was my order. I wanted a defensive tackle at 34, but that's unlikely now. Probably. Shout out to my man, Dwayne Murphy in the building. He says this was a terrible pick. It was not a terrible pick. Hold on. Yeah, my wife is clapping now. She knows that the Steelers got a better chance of getting Shedeur Sanders now. But nah, Dwayne, it's not the pick that I wanted for sure. I wanted the quarterback. I'm not going to say it's a terrible pick. We'll just see what happens. We will see what happens. Let me get back to my stream. Dwayne says it should have been Shedeur. He says Simeon says it's Carter country now. Quiz says I'm keeping Tibbs. I'm keeping them too. Mark says lucky guys, not a Giants fan, but you guys got Parsons 2.0. I'm not going to call him Parsons yet. I can't do that. He got to earn that, man. He got to earn that. They two different type of players. Let's be honest. Big Blue A says terrible. I feel you. Dwayne Murphy says this was awful. We kind of knew it was happening there. Dwayne, we knew it was happening. As soon as it got crazy, we knew what was happening. American Cheese says, Dash, bro, we just tripled down on redundancy. We do have a bunch of speed rushers. Nobody's going to be able to set an edge. I'll say that right now. Nobody is setting the edge out of Burns, Thibodeaux, Abdul Carter. But if we ever get somebody in the third and long, look out. Too bad we can't stop the run. That's what we need to focus on to even get these guys into third and long. Because if they get in 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, it doesn't even matter if Abdul Carter's on the field because they're going to run the ball. My wife just texted me. She said, Coach Meatball strikes again. Coach Meatball strikes again. I'm not going to live it down, man. Like, especially if the Steelers end up with Shedeur Sanders, oh, man, I'm not going to hear the end of it. He said John Mara looked pissed. I got to look back at that, man. I've been focusing so much on the stream and on the comment section on the chat that I didn't even get a chance to really look to see what Mara's face looked like. I know the GM, assistant GM, and head coach looked like they were happy though. Shane Bowen. He better do something. Let's see what he had to say, Abdul Carter.
incredible. That's what I am. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing my whole life in New York. I'm coming. Y'all gonna get the best out of me.
Got a great smile, Angel. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations to him.
All right. He said he coming. That's what's up. Pause. That's what's up. So the recap is it kind of went the same way, even though another team jumped up. It went Ward, it went Hunter, it went Abdul Carter. So if you were a gambling person, it did not affect your picks. You're still in business. A-Trax, what's going on? That's him, brother. I feel you. Pause. I know what you're going through. Fell right in our laps, and we passed up on it. Trust me, I know. Oh, the reaction video was coming. At some point in time, that reaction video was coming, and we're going to dig into it. Pause. We definitely going to dig into it. Mickey X says, let's go. Happy. Of course, he's happy for the Abdul Carter pick. Mickey X says the Giants didn't mess this up. Depends on how. Well, guess what? We got a whole season to figure that out. But right now, I'm not mad. A little bit upset, but I'm not mad. We got a good player. We definitely got a good player. I'd be crazy if I didn't say, he wasn't a good player. We'll just see what happens, though. Off Broadway says to get Carter in the lineup, does Micah McFadden lose playing time? No, I think the odd man out in this situation, it might be Bobby O, man. Not saying that he's going to start over Bobby O. I'm just saying when we're talking about snaps, Micah McFadden. Well, actually, Micah McFadden's on the contract year. Bobby Okereke still has 2 years left. It depends on what they do with Kayvon Thibodeaux. I love Abdul Carter as an off-ball linebacker. I think he's actually a better off-ball linebacker than an edge rusher. But again, edge rushers have more value. So guess what? Bowen has some toys to play with. Yeah, he got to figure something out because there's no excuse. You cannot have a defense with a front of Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeaux, Abdul Carter. Second level is Micah McFadden, Bobby. You can't have these kind of names on the defense and not produce. I expect to see some 3-and-outs. But guess what? Once we get those 3-and-outs and the offense gets the ball, what we going to do with it? That's another question. Yeah, she called him Coach Meatball, man. It's crazy. Dwayne says, I'm so done with this team. Y'all have no idea. Listen, man, I'm going to tell you this, brother. I'm going to tell you this. You lived through 6 years of Daniel Jones. You can make it. Guess what, though? Another team has not picked them yet, so keep hope alive. Ray says she's a keeper. She's absolutely a keeper for sure. Shout out to my wife. Simeon says if he can just be OC, we're good. He doesn't need to be. Listen, I don't know where it started with this Lawrence Taylor stuff. I understand, but y'all got to pump the brakes. Don't even mention Lawrence Taylor in the same sentence as I should say, don't even mention Abdul Carter in the same sentence as Lawrence Taylor. No, sir. Money Mike says, please don't let us take Jackson Dart. Listen, we just saw Cleveland has 2 second-round picks now. They have what it takes to move up into the first round, and it probably won't hurt them. 2 2s, move up into the first, maybe give something up next year too. Who knows who they get? Guess I already, and you know what's crazy? I already had the thumbnail made for the Carter pick, man. I made 2 thumbnails. I did one for Carter. I did one for Shedeur Sanders, man. And I guess I'll be using that Carter one first. My man, listen, I'm just going to call you Dip. I'm not going to read the whole name. Pause. He says number 3 and number 5 picks and Burns contract. We better be first in sacks. That's a fact. There's no excuses. We got to get after the quarterback. But again, you got to be able to stop the run first. Big Blue says Russ is retiring a New York Giant. That might be. They might throw some more years. Okay, we got let's see who else is here. Will Campbell. I missed the whole pick. Patriots got Will Campbell. That's not a surprise. Let's listen to. I'm just playing the recap. We already got called. Will Campbell is the pick. Look like his little brother plays offensive line too. Who knows? Might have some lineage. Okay, so that's not a surprise. Shout out Shout out to my man Ken from the Patriots. I did a show yesterday, and he pretty much knew it was going to be Will Campbell. He knew it. He had high hopes for Travis Hunter. I told him Travis Hunter's probably not going to make it to him, and he got Will Campbell. So I'm pretty sure he's not surprised. Maybe he's happy, but guess what? You got the quarterback last year. You get the offensive lineman this year. You know, that's how you build your team. Big Blue also said Mara didn't look happy. Okay. Dwayne Murphy says we have 2 black quarterbacks, so that's not the excuse. The problem is Joe Shane is scared to take any quarterback. So he's scared to stamp his own quarterback, is what you're saying. He's scared to tie his legacy to somebody. That might, you know what? Maybe he did take the easy way out. I don't know. Shout out to my man King One Supreme, $2 super chat. He says I was prepared to throw my wrist up. Yeah, I was ready to. I was ready to. Listen, as long as his name is still on the board, I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know what? The Giants might call it a night. They might shake hands. And you know what? The cleanup crew might be in that room right now. But let's see if they move up. Let's see what they move up. The crazy thing about the Cleveland Browns, though, the Cleveland Browns moved back. They got a whole bunch of picks. They might take Shedeur Sanders right here. I want to hear what Louis Riddick has to say. I got ESPN on my phone. I got NFL Network on the TV. What we doing here, man? Shout out to my man NYG, man, with the $2 super chat. He says, Dash, is Sanders better than Wilson? Is Sanders better than right now, today? Hell yeah. Russ, you saw Russ play the last couple of years? That's an easy one for me. That's an easy one for me, brother. Man. My man Mellow Trades, he been saying it. You were right, Mellow Trades. He says, Big Dog, I told you Abdul Carter. You did. A lot of people said Abdul Carter. A lot of people said Abdul Carter. I was holding on to faith, man. Holding on to hope. Because at the end of the day, we still need a quarterback. We got Abdul Carter right now. We still need a quarterback. Is it going to be Jackson Dart? Is it going to be Jalen Milroe? Who's it going to be? Let me know that. Like, if you had your pick right now, who is it? Who is it? Shout out to my man James. What's going on, James? He says, Big Dads, we got our man. I hope they move up to get Shedeur. Listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm happy with the Carter pick. I'm happy with it. I'm pleased with it, I should say. I'm pleased with it. Curious to see what the Browns do. Waiting on this. I'm gonna make sure it's live. You guys can hear it in the background when that Browns pick is in. Come on, Mark, you gonna ruin it for me? Said sad Browns got Graham. They got Graham. What you got? Like, oh, here I am right now. Okay. So they got. Listen, who was that? Who was that? That's Mark. I need you to pump the brakes, Mark. Browns got Graham. Oh boy, and the prediction that people had, the prediction of the fall. How far is Shedeur Sanders going to fall? Cleveland, and look, Cleveland look like they still talking business. They don't even seem happy that they got Mason Graham. I don't see a high five or nothing. There we go. There it is. There goes some smiles. All right. Good Lord, man. What we going to do? My man Diella, what's going on, Diella? He says, what's up, Dash? And we're still looking for a quarterback. Better not be Dart. I'm with you. We didn't do all this research and all this other stuff just to settle on Dart, man. Listen, no siree, Bob. Primo says, please move up and get Sanders, man. That's what I'm hoping for, man. That's my last hope. As long as his name is not called, who knows what Las Vegas is going to do, though. What is Las Vegas going to do? They were another team. Tom Brady is his mentor. Is Shedeur Sanders going to the Raiders? It has turned into the Shedeur Sanders watch. They're announcing what right now? The Raiders pick? Oh, I'm late. My man James said, he said, I damn sure don't want Dart. I mean, I don't know what the listen, I like Dart, but I mean, he's okay. He's okay. That's what he is. I think what Dable likes about him is his ability to be able to run the ball. Because he does give you that. He gives you that extra little bit of juice. But just as far as just the quarterback part of it, yes, he has a good arm. We've seen a lot of those big throws, just a consistency. I got issues with that. And then going through his progressions, trying to face a NFL type of defense and also trying to operate within an NFL style offense. We already know that Lane Kiffin is a phenomenal, coach. And the way that he schemes that offense is he deals with, he spreads everything out. He finds holes in the defense. And what I heard was that he pretty much is kind of like the same thing with Jared Goff and Sean McVay when he played for the Rams. It was like, you know what, he kind of feeds him the play, lets him know where to go with the ball. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but it is what it is. My man D. Illa says, I'd rather have Milroe over Dart just based on upside alone. That's a fact. That's a fact. If we don't find a way to get your door. That's a fact. I agree with that. Shout out to Cynthia. Cynthia in the building says Carter was a good pick. Cleveland made, hold on, where to go? Carter was a good pick. Cleveland made a smart move, gave up Hunter for Graham for a couple of first-round picks. Yeah, Cleveland has made the move of the night so far. They traded back. They still got a blue-chip player. They got 2 second-round picks first next year. Yeah, they did pretty good. They're in it for the long run now. My question is, they told Myles Garrett what their plan was, quote unquote. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Off Broadway 718 says, you know how you used to buy an album, and unfortunately, it would have a few songs that were filler. That's who the Giants are in the NFL. We're filler. That's hilarious. I love that analogy. That's hilarious. Let's see what we got going on. All right, is the pick in for the Raiders yet? Let's see. Well, so Mel Kiper thinks they're going to go Ashton Genty with the Raiders. We'll see what happens. My man Balluminati says Carter was a foregone conclusion. He says, Yo, looking to improve. Now he's picking the September 25th players, not the future. Oh, yeah, September 2025. Yeah, that's what it is. I think so, too. He's trying to save his job. And the bad thing about it is what's best for the Giants is not really what's best for the regime. And that's the part that sucks. Like, yes, you have a good defense going into 2025, but what is your plan after that? We're going to be right back here. If we can't get another quarterback in this, if we can't land Shador now or Milroe or even freaking Dart, what's the plan moving forward? You probably just don't draft a quarterback at all. If I can't land one of those guys, I might just focus on the rest of the team right now, because you have 2 quarterbacks. You have your first and second string. We just might as well just run with those guys. If you can't get one of these other guys in this first round, like day 2, day 3 guys, I don't even know if I want to take a flyer out on those guys right now with the current situation that we're in right now. Storm says we already have Dart on the team. His name is Tommy DeVito. That's hilarious. Dwayne says if he gets passed up by Vegas, we are in business. You still keeping that hope alive, Dwayne. I see you. I see you over there. Simeon says, hold on. What I got going on? Did I miss the pick? Let's see what happens. Jimmy Ernest says, so happy. New York State of Mind says, who needs a quarterback after the Raiders? Anyone? The Saints. You still got the Saints that need a quarterback. Dallas might throw a monkey wrench in everything. After that, I'm looking at, so right now we got the Jets might throw a monkey wrench, even though they just took and Ashton Genty did go to the Raiders. He did go to the Raiders. and I'll play it again.
The Las Vegas Raiders select Ashton Genty.
There you go. There it is. Ashton Genty is in Las Vegas. He's gonna look good in black, that's for sure. In that dome, he's gonna run it up a storm, that's for sure. Yeah, Steelers too. I already said that. So right now we got the Jets coming up. The Panthers, they're probably not going to go. The Jets got Fields. They might go quarterback. There's a slim chance, but they might go quarterback. Also, they might go Tyler Warren too, the tight end. We'll see what happens. But they got Carolina after that. They're probably not going to go quarterback. New Orleans is probably going to go quarterback, or I would probably look at them as a team that takes a quarterback. Chicago's not doing that. The San Francisco 49ers, that would be crazy if they took a quarterback. If they didn't want to pay Brock Purdy. Dallas, again, that would be a long shot too because of Dak, but who knows? Jerry is crazy. I will say this though, if Thibodeaux goes to Dallas, he'll throw the bag at Deion Sanders to have him leave Colorado for sure. Then after that, we got Miami, Indy, good Lord. Imagine that. Atlanta, they're good. Arizona, I don't know how much they love Kyler Murray anymore. Cincinnati, no. Seattle, they just paid Darnold. Tampa Bay got Baker. Denver got Knicks, and then the Pittsburgh Steelers. He might fall right into the Jets. Took the tackle. Who they take? Kelvin Banks, or they took Mebo. Who's that? No. What's going on there? Okay. My man DC 219 says we have to trade with the Panthers. I said it's a must. My man Joseph says Steeler may take Sanders at 21. If he makes it by there, we may have a shot at him. Yeah, I think so. We'll see what happens. Like you already got Carter. And I think that like a lot of people did not want to take Shedeur Sanders because they didn't want to give up a chance to get Carter, right? The blue chipper. I wonder if those same people right now are open. The same people that are open to trade up for Dart, are they open to trade up for Shedeur Sanders? Or do they still feel that hatred for Shedeur? I'm curious to see. Oh, man. How we doing, man? Mebo to the Jets. Listen, I don't know what feed you're on, Mark. And you keep saying sorry, guys, but every time you still putting it in there first. That's crazy. That's crazy. So Mebo to the Jets. All right. See what's going on. Nah, don't laugh, Mark. You in here sabotaging. Don't laugh. Spoilers. Mark with the spoilers. Yeah, he definitely he in Green Bay, man. He out there in the crowd. That's what he is. He giving us all the picks early. Shout out to New York Revival too, because they in the building. They're in the building. They're at the draft. Shout out to those guys. I know they're having a blast, man. I know they're having a blast. And the good thing is too, being that Abdul Carter is the pick, he was in the building. A lot of New York Giants fans that flew all the way out there, because even my man TP Way the Giant, he went to Green Bay for the draft. So that's what's up. Shout out to my man Joseph Wilcox with the $2 super chat. He says we may move up from 34 to get him. I think it's possible. The part that scares me now is that the Cleveland Browns have 2 second-round picks. They got all they need to move up. They got everything they need to move up. They got the first pick and the second, and then whatever Cleveland had. And I don't know what pick Cleveland had in the second. I got to look that up. My man Brown says Giants will have an ID on defense and offense. Is that what you're saying? If what? Just right now, we don't have an ID on offense. We do have an identity on defense right now, though, at least on paper. At least on paper. The Giants picked up Tibbs' 5th-year option. Get out of here. Seriously? Oh, he about to get traded. They picked up his 5th-year option. They about to trade Tibbs. Holy smokes. I think they might trade him. They announced it on draft night. That's crazy. That means he might get traded. He might get traded. I didn't want to trade Tibbs yet. I didn't want to do it. I'm curious to see what happens. American Cheese says Sanders is getting drafted by the Saints or the Colts. That's possible. I am thirsty. I am thirsty. All right, the Jets pick is in. We already know what they did, thanks to Mark. Thank you, Mark, but I'm still going to listen to the pick. Oh, Mark? Yeah, the DC is suspect. There it is. Armand Mebo is the pick for the Jets. I guess they're really all in on Justin Fields. They are all in on Justin Fields. What do you mean, Kevin? Who's Kevin? Somebody doing something they're not supposed to do in the chat or something? Did we really pick up his 5th-year option? My man Gravy says, I'm not ready to give up on KT. Yeah, I don't think so. I think, especially with it being a contract year, Kayvon is going to ball, man. He's going to ball. With the money on the line. Well, now if they pick up this 5th-year option, he definitely getting that 1-year deal. That's going to be what's the 5th-year option now for them? These are edge rushers. Got to be what, 15 million? Probably 15, 16 million. Okay. Dealer says I didn't hear anything about KT. Okay, so I'm getting the mix. I'm getting mixed news. Adam Schefter. Eddie Lee says Adam Schefter said it. I'm watching ESPN on the phone. I didn't see that. No, that's a good pickup for the Jets. Protect your investment. My man James says, where you been, Dash? I was hoping for a pre-draft video. I'm glad you're here now. Draft isn't the same. I was at work, man. I was working today. I jumped on New York Giants Rush. I did a quick spot with them before I started this live. But yeah, I was working, man. I'm on the West Coast, man. The draft starts at 5:00 for me. Appreciate that. Off Broadway said hit that like button. Please hit that like button, man. Go ahead and exit the chat. Hit that like button. Let the algorithm know that we in the building, so that other Giants fans know that that the show was on, so they can vibe with us. Oh, they caught me off guard just now. No, that's funny. They just showed some Jets fans. Half of them were mad. Half of them were happy. Appreciate that, Big Blue. Make sure you hit that like button, man. All right, so the next 4 picks, we got the Panthers, we got the Saints, we got the Bears, and the 49ers. Out of that, only one team could possibly take a quarterback. That's going to be the Saints. The pick is in for the Panthers. Let's see what happens. What do the Panthers need? What are the top needs for the Panthers? And Mark, please don't spill the beans. If you're still out there listening or watching, don't spill the beans, brother. James says, I took time off from work for the draft. I didn't know you were in the West Coast. Okay, yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah, I've been on the West Coast for a while now. Born and raised in New Jersey. I've been on the West Coast for a while now, man. Pablo says, I thought they would have drafted Trenches or Shador. Listen, man, it is what it. You saw what happened. Now, here's the biggest thing, because the biggest question mark with Abdul Carter, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be on Twitter talking about it, is what's really the deal with his foot? Is his foot really going to be an issue? I'll say this: don't trade Kayvon Thibodeaux yet. don't trade Kayvon Thibodeaux yet. Pump the brakes, because I wouldn't be surprised if like next week you hear that Abdul Carter just scheduled his surgery for his foot. We'll see what happens, because he opted out of surgery. He wanted to let it naturally heal. They never said he was healed. They said he was still healing, that he was on track. But when that's not what I want to hear, especially when you're trying to when you're drafting that high. A guy that's an edge rusher who may have a foot issue, who also was dealing with a shoulder as well. I would hate for that stuff to linger. You know what I mean? We got to be smart out here. But again, they're banking on the upside of Abdul Carter. Ronnie Barnes checked them out. They did their due diligence, gave him a solid grade. If they picked him at 3, that means he should be good to go. What's going on, Reckless? Now, I used to be in California. I'm in Arizona now. I was in, well, I'll give you the whole story. I went from New Jersey to Las Vegas. I was in Las Vegas for 10 years, California for 10 years. Now I'm in Arizona. New York State of Mind asked me a question. He said, "Would you trade Kayvon to get Sam out?" Yes. If we're doing that, yes. For the quarterback, yes. For Shador, yes. For anybody else, no. My man, Soul Brother Number 1 says, "What up, fam? We have a monster pass rush. The pass rush only matters if you can stop the run first. Just remember that. We're still on a mission. We're still on a mission. This draft is far from over. We need a defensive tackle still, for sure. For sure. The sweet spot for defensive tackles, obviously the first round is a sweet spot for defensive tackle, but that second round and that third round, you got to get one. You got to get a defensive tackle at least in one of those rounds. And we got 3 picks tomorrow. Man. So they're saying the best available right now: Shador Sanders, Tyler Warren, Jalen Walker, Will Johnson, and Colston Loveland. So we got 2 Michigan Wolverines on that list of best available right now. New York State of Mind. We think alike, man. We're thinking the same, brother. Yes. Defensive tackle. We need that. Dealer says, all I saw is the Giants are likely to pick up the 5th on Tibbs. Oh, likely. Okay. I appreciate that. So, okay, here we go. The Panthers.
2025 NFL Draft. The Carolina Panthers select
Ted McMillan. They went wide receiver. And the Dallas Cowboys fans' hearts are broken right now. The hearts of the Cowboys are broken right now. They were a lot of Cowboy fans wanted Ted McMillan. They wanted to pair him up with CeeDee Lamb, and guess what? Carolina got him. The Dallas did not get a chance to get him. Fantastic. He is not going to the Cowboys. I love that. Simeon says that's an interesting pick. But listen, you got a young receiver. You got a young quarterback. And you're hoping that he continues to develop. Why not give him some weapons? Because you got 2 big receivers. You got 2 big receivers now. I forget the guy's name, the dude with the deep country act, Xavier Legette. You got him now. You got Ted McMillan. You got Jonathan Brooks. You're trying to build something down there in Carolina. So I can see it. Hey, James, I feel you, James. I think the same. But we remember one thing about Ted McMillan, like amazing one-handed grabs. He's not a burner, but he's a tall, physical wide receiver. 50-50 balls galore. You can line him up almost anywhere. He's going to be, big catch radius. He's going to be good for the Carolina Panthers. He did say, though, that he doesn't like watching film, though. So that's going to have to change. You're going to have to start watching some film, brother. No, I need you to be the best that you can be. Go ahead and watch film. Dealer says Leggett didn't show much last year, though Coker outplayed him. The quarterback play in the beginning was a little bit iffy. Bryce Young, kind of hit his stride later on in the season. You know, he was benched and they brought him back when Dalton got hurt. I think it helps. And one thing about Leggett too, though, Leggett, he had a good combine. You know, height, you can't teach height, weight, speed, all that other stuff. And you know what? People are enamored. It's that whole DK Metcalf effect. And do I think he should have been a first rounder last year? No. But yeah, we'll see what happens. A lot of people bank on traits. We hear it all the time. That's what they're doing with Jalen Milroe. That's what they did with Anthony Richardson. They bank on traits. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We'll see what happens. My man David Daniels says the KT 5th-year option is real. So we'll see what happens, man. My man Dwayne Murphy says, okay, the Saints make me nervous, but if they pass on Shador, we really have a shot at stealing him. We got to get in front of the Steelers if the Saints pass on or no. That's for sure. That's for sure. The pick is in for the Saints. The pick is in. Let's see what happens. Oof. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna look at the chat because the pick is in, and you guys been having the heavy spoilers in here. Oh man, 6'4", 219 pounds. Ted McMillan ran a 4.53 40. Again, not a burner, but 6'4", 219. That's a big body wide receiver, large catch radius, fantastic hands. All you got to do is get that ball close to him, and he's going to catch it for sure. He showed up against Travis Hunter. And that's one thing about Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is not the most physical. So he might have some issue with some bigger body wide receivers, depending on what type of defense you're playing. Off man, I think is perfect with him. I think he will excel in zone as well. Press coverage, not quite sure exactly where he is, especially at the NFL level. Oh boy. Let's see what happens. The pick is in. I might have to put you on timeout, Mark. But guess what? You shared some good news. So I'm going to let it slide this time, Mark. Go ahead and let me know New York State of Mind. Mark already beat you to it, brother. He already beat you to it. Go ahead and let it go. Pause. Let's see what happens. Everybody's ahead of me right now. Everybody's ahead of me. I got my phone, my TV. Everybody's ahead of me. Man. Shout out to the 101 people still in the building. Make sure you hit that like button. Let the algorithm know. And shout out to all the other Giants content creators that are live right now as well. Make sure you guys support everybody. And I got to make some rounds too, man. There's a couple other channels I want to visit too. So we're going to keep this thing going. Oh, no. Sanders to the Saints. Is that what happened? Don't do that. Joseph, don't do that. Oh, wow. Sanders to the Saints.
2025 NFL Draft. The New Orleans Saints select Kelvin Banks.
Oh, no, they took Kelvin Banks. Woo! We're still in business. You scared me. But Shador Sanders is smiling. He's smiling right now. I think he might have got a phone call. But we are in business right now for sure. I'm curious to see what Pittsburgh does. Does Pittsburgh stay still? Does Pittsburgh stay still and let it? Listen, Joseph, you got to put a question mark. Joseph. You didn't have a question mark, Joseph. You did. See, look, you didn't have a question mark. Sanders to the Saints. I took it like it was gospel. Joseph. Oh man. James says Shador Sanders is still open. Go make a deal. Go make a deal now, Shane. Get our franchise quarterback. Dwayne says not the day for missing a question mark, Joseph. They're gonna let you have it, Joseph. Pause. Man. My man Money Mike says, get Shador right now. Let me tell you something. Actually, I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want to even jinx it. It's already a slim chance. I don't know what's going on. Shane, go get him. Shout out to Joseph with the $5 super chat. He says, so sorry. Don't worry about it, Joseph. You scared me, though. You scared me. You know what made it worse? What made it worse was you said that, and then when I looked at the screen, I saw they had the camera on Shador Sanders. I was like, oh, my gosh. He's gone for real. So, obviously, Chicago's not taking him. San Francisco's not going to take him. It's Dallas is the dark horse right now for me. Dallas is the dark horse because what? Well, they just played Dak Prescott a lot of money. No trade clause. But it's Jerry Jones at the end of the day. It's Jerry Jones. So Dallas scares me a little bit. After that, Indy is a wild card. Arizona is a wild card because that's an indoor, that's a dome. Dallas got Joe Milton. Joe Milton is not stopping you from drafting somebody at all. Let me turn that down. Mark. No, that's a good pick for Chicago. That's a good pick. Get to the pick. Now, Indy scares me too. They keep showing Shador Sanders. Obviously, he's not going to Chicago. What are we doing here, man? I want to see the bottom of the screen say that we have a trade, the Giants trade. That's what I'm looking for. Make something happen. Get to the pick. Good Lord. It's crazy how slow my stream. I gotta turn this off and restart this stream. Like it is way behind. Let's see if we can do it and get out of there. Come on. FaZe said, damn, I told you. What you tell us, FaZe? What you tell us? What you tell us, FaZe? Knicks 88, Detroit 82. How much time left on the clock? Oh, Knicks. Wait, the game over already? I know the game ain't over already. Yeah. Even though Mark already spoiled it, we're going to listen to it. Rest in peace, Steve McMichael.
Missy, please know that you are in our thoughts and prayers. Mongo's remarkable contributions to the game and the community will never be forgotten. His legacy will continue to inspire generations to come.
My man New Creation said, shout out to Mark with the exclusives.
1975 NFL draft.
Oh, that's what you mean. FaZe said that's what he told us. No Sanders. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. Said Mark is backstage. Mark got the I don't know. He might actually be there. All right. Ain't no way in hell you that fast, Mark. Hold on, William. Which Williams? Who's Williams? Who's Williams? I know I'm drawing a blank. Williams. Say the first name, man. Which I'm drawing a blank. Who's Williams? '98, '93, '83 Knicks. Okay. Started the fourth. Money man, that's where I'm at right now, too. Mark gonna give me all that news. Then when I ask him to give me the news, he ain't gonna give me the news. What Williams is he talking about? Bourbon. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Shout out to my man Mark. He says, "Thank you guys, Big Dash. You the man." Later also. Oh, okay. So we lost. We lost it. We lost our insider. Oh, Mikael Williams. Okay. Yeah, I was drawing a blank. That's a good pickup. Mikael Williams is a good pickup. Good Lord. Georgia, that's a good pickup. I don't know why I just said Williams. I forgot who the hell he was talking about. Wait a minute. You said, yeah, they picked up Tyler Warren. That's a little crazy. Who got No, they got Loveland. They didn't get Warren. They got Loveland. And Loveland got picked. That's what I just noticed. Loveland got picked before Warren. Hey. He's a little light. He's a little light. He's a receiving tight end for sure. He does need to gain some muscle. You're not getting too much blocking out of him. He is a willing blocker. But he's not a traditional tight end at all. They just showed a picture of Gesicki, and I like that comp for him. He's definitely a Gesicki type. Probably be way better though. Dwayne said Mark is working the draft. He too busy to stick around. Nah, I believe it. Man. All right, so we got San Fran, Dallas, Miami, Indy, Atlanta, Arizona, Cincinnati, Seattle, Tampa Bay, Denver. Okay. I haven't heard a peep. Anybody heard any kind of news of anybody trying to trade up? This is crazy, man. Off Broadway says Shador ain't getting past Pittsburgh. We'll see what happens. Let me see what he's saying. What is he saying? Okay. I'm curious to see who the Niners take, man. I'm curious to see what happens. Dealer says, yeah, we have to get in front of Pitt. He said, I'm almost positive Tomlin will take Shador. I think he takes him if he falls in their lap for sure. Niners are a wild card. Arizona is a wild card too. So yeah, my wife is a Pittsburgh fan. Yep. Now they watching it in the living room. Her and the boys, they watching it in the living room right now. Trust me, once that Pittsburgh pick, you might hear it through the walls once Pittsburgh is up. I'm nervous too, brother. Somebody said Will Johnson is the pick already, so we'll see what happens. Said Mark is back. Yeah. Mark, Mark is hilarious, man. Williams is done. Sorry, guys. Got like 10 calls. I see. There you go, Dwayne. You was spot on. You was spot on. You was spot on. That man is in the building. Let me find out. We got us an insider in here. Pablo says they need to find Trent Williams replacement. Come on with the 49ers pick, man. Mark the insider. That's a fact. Oh boy, James says my wife is a Washington fan. I feel for you. I got one of my favorite cousins is a Washington fan. And he, as you may know, he was unbearable last year. So I know your wife was super happy last year or last season with what they were doing. So I feel for you, James. They keep showing Shador Sanders. Yeah, I would be so pissed off if Indy took Shador Sanders. Man, oh man. That's what I'm hoping to. I'm hoping that they're working the phones too. Hopefully, I say that. Meanwhile, they done cut the lights off. Everybody done left and went home. I want to have. You know what's crazy? They usually put up a video too. Them talking about the pick. So I wonder if they already did that, or if you don't see a video, maybe they are still in the war room trying to get something done. Okay. Indy got Daniel Jones. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Dwayne Murphy says Shane because Shane has no backbone. He got no marbles. That's a major league reference. Some of y'all might be too young for that one. Mark, don't tell me who the Dallas Cowboys got.
Serve in the United States military for your sacrifices to defend our country's freedom. With the 11th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Michael Williams, defensive end, Georgia.
I'm about to restart this stream too because I am too slow. I'm a peek in the spaces right now because I know it's going crazy. Hopefully they're right in there cursing right now. As soon as I go in there, they're cursing. All right. So I think they said Dallas is going with Tyler Booker. I think that's what they just spilled the beans on. Mark, go ahead and let me know, Mark, if you're still in there. Nah, that's hilarious. Good Lord. Berman says, let's give our number 2 and one of our 3s and next year's 1 for Sanders. That's high. They're not doing all that. They're not going to do all that for Sanders. If that was the case, if they were willing to do all that, they would have just took him at 3. They're not going to do that at all. Sheesh. Shout out to the 108 that's in the building still. Thank you for the love and support. Dallas is on the clock. And like I said, I think Dallas went with Tyler Booker, but we'll see what happens. Get back into the stream. See what happens. What's going on, Jerry? New York State of Mind said that the Cowgirls pick is in. Yep, Tyler Booker is the pick for the Cowboys. Okay. We got Miami. Michael Williams is a player for sure. Tyler Booker. Michael Williams to the 49ers is a good pick. Good Lord. Tyler Booker is running to the stage. He didn't even grab his hat. Doesn't even look like he grabbed his hat. He ran right past the hat. Good Lord, fella. Oh, there you go. Get your hat, man. Let me tell you something about Dallas, though. As much as I hate the Dallas Cowboys, they know what's important. They're gonna put an offensive line together and then put everything else around it. So they want to protect their big investment in Dak Prescott. That's what they just did. Got another good young offensive lineman. That's not who we need to cut the deal with. We need to cut the deal with Denver. That's who we need to cut the deal with, is Denver. That's where we need to go. That's where we need to go, is Denver. James, you just like me. I hate the Eagles more than Dallas too. That's a fact. That's a fact. You're like the 7th person that said the Giants picked up the 5th-year option. I didn't see it scroll across the bottom of the screen, but a lot of people are saying that, are reporting that. So I'm assuming it's true. My wife is laughing at me now. Oh man, she can see it. Hold on, because she talking crazy trash. Hold on. She is talking buku trash right now in the text messages. She thinks she got a shot at Shador right now, so I think that's what she's teasing me about. Appreciate it, Fizz. Stacy says, don't be surprised when the girls go running back in round 2. Yeah, they probably gonna do that. Yeah, they need a running back. They do need a running back. Scatterboo. Scatterboo, maybe. Said it's true about Tibbs. You know what? It just the news dropping tonight, you know, it kind of makes me think about it a little bit more. The news dropping, like you didn't have to say tonight that you were picking up his 5th-year option. You pick up the 5th-year option, you let everybody know that you pick up the 5th-year option, and then you make him a little bit more, I guess, enticing for a trade. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. Because I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see what happens. And the funny thing about it is what I heard, and I definitely don't know if it's true, and I hope it's not true. Two of the teams that are actually interested in Tibbs are the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cowboys. And I don't think we trade inside the division. That doesn't make sense to me. But it wouldn't surprise me if they would try to get somebody like Tibbs, especially the Eagles. I can't stand the Eagles. Luann says, who do you want for the second round, for the second pick? It just depends on if we don't. Yeah, it depends. If Shedeur Sanders not there, I want to go defensive tackle for sure. Not too many defensive tackles have come off the board yet. It's just been Mason Graham so far, if I'm not mistaken. So you still got Walter Nolan out there. You got Kenneth Grant is still out there. Derek Harmon is still available. It's still some good defensive tackles left. So we'll see what happens. Eddie Lee says, my cousin played for the Eagles. When did he play for the Eagles? Shout out to your cousin. Scatterboo to who? To the Cowboys? Man, Jerry said, I don't like the Eagles either. That's a fact. I don't like the Eagles neither. Oh, shout out to your cousin, man. He said Ford Expedition says, let's keep building this defense or offensive line. Definitely. I'm curious to see, man. Right now, the quarterbacks that are still available, you got Shedeur Sanders, you got Milroe, you got Dart. They are still available. I believe Milroe had an invite to the actual draft. Yeah, he's out there hugging people and everything. So Milroe was actually in the green room. We'll see what happens there. Oh, your cousin is Alshon Jeffries. That's what's up. Shout out to Jeffrey. Shout out to Alshon, man. Shout out to Alshon. That's what's up. He said, James said it's on the Giants webpage. Kayvon was picked up for the 5th-year option. Yeah, I got so many. All my screens are going right now. If I log out of my phone, I'm going to miss the stream. The ESPN stream for the draft. And then I ain't trying to even play with my TV right now. Dwayne, let me know some business. He said the conversation around the internet is split Dart versus Sanders. I honestly feel like it's a race war. Oh, man, let me tell you something, man. If Sanders is not the next quarterback off the board, it's definitely some BS happening. Definitely. And listen, I understand preference. Cool. Dable might prefer Dart over Sanders. I don't know what he's looking at, but we'll see what happens. Fear said, I'm done giving players to the Eagles. That's a fact. New York State of Mind. You said, oh, I don't have to. Nah, shout out to New York. Eddie Lee said, that's how I feel. Ray Copeland, Mississippi State. Dallas took, yeah. My man Zay says, where are you trading up for Sanders? I think you got to trade up to Denver. You got to get ahead of Pittsburgh if that's what you're doing. I think Pittsburgh had a good visit with Jalen Milroe too. So it just all depends, man. It all depends. Stacy says Dart is not the answer. Jones 2.0. You know what's crazy? And it's not even crazy. It just surprises me. Actually, it doesn't even surprise me. Like, you can have two people watch the same player and get two different ideas of them. Like, it's a lot of people that think that Jackson Dart is fantastic. You know, the Cop Pizzle called him John Elway. I know he was joking, but I'm just saying you got some people that are that high on Jackson Dart, and then you have another group of people that are just so low. Like, it's crazy just how far people are when it comes to some of these players in their analysis. It's crazy to me. But everybody doesn't see things the same way. All right, Dolphin pick is in. Did somebody already spoil it in the chat? I think Mark is going again. That might be true. All right, we got the Dolphins pick. Dolphins.
The 2025 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Kenneth Grant.
There's your defensive tackle. The next one, Kenneth Grant, gone. Kenneth Grant is a monster. It's an absolute monster. Yeah, Grant is a monster. So y'all didn't choose my guy. Who's your guy? Is it Shador? Yeah, we didn't choose him. If that's what you're talking about. Paul D said, yeah. Kenneth Grant is a monster. They keep showing clips of Shador Sanders. Right now, Deion Sanders is talking to him. Listen, let me tell you something, man. The chip on his shoulder is going to be ridiculous. Whoever gets Shador Sanders, just think about the quarterbacks that have fallen previously and what they did once they got Lamar Jackson. You know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers. He was left in the green room. Got like the chip on the shoulder. Give me that in New York City, because you know what's crazy? They talked about his attitude, they talked about his flashiness, and one thing I saw in one of his interviews, he said, you know, he don't like to forgive people, and for all these people passing on him, whatever team picks him, he's going to be a mind, because he's already fully dedicated to the craft of football. Like people say, oh, he does rap music. You know, he's flashy, but that boy practices every day, football every day. Yes, he has time to do some things on the side, but you can't deny his love for football. And because just think about it, came from a wealthy home. He doesn't have to play football. He loves to play football. Give me that, man. How many kids you know that came up rich, they don't do much? They just live off their parents. I want the quarterback with his chip on the shoulder right now. They are, with every pick that passes on Shador Sanders, they are creating a monster, an absolute monster. What I don't want to see right now, is the Cleveland Browns are trading up. We got the Colts pick coming up too. The Colts are a dark horse in this conversation. We'll see what happens though. Just a girl says he on vacation and football is still a priority. That boy, all he do is work, man. I wish people really, really would look at him, and they talk about him crazy. He really is dedicated to the craft, man. Okay, we got the Colts pick coming up. Oof, tight end Tyler Warren. They got a bunch of tight ends over there in Indy. Tyler Warren to the Colts. All right, we got Atlanta, Arizona, Cincinnati, Seattle, Tampa Bay, Denver, and Pittsburgh. Let's see what's going to happen. Hey, Dwayne, you know what's crazy? I can feel your energy. Because how often you're commenting. I already know. I got that same feeling too. I'm just keeping my composure for the camera. I'm a little antsy though. My man D Illa says, I want that guy was molded by Tom Brady. That within itself should be enough for this team to take a shot on him. Listen, you already got Abdul Carter. Go get him. Go get the quarterback. Go get him. You already got Carter. That was the main thing everybody else was saying. You can't pass on the blue chipper. You can't pass on the blue. Then you're talking about trading up for Darter, trading up for Milroe. You got Shador Sanders. A chance to still get Shador Sanders. What are you doing? Get up there. Get up there. What happens is they're being stingy with the picks. Because I think pick 34 and maybe a first next year, I think that gets it done. They're just probably trying to wait for it to get somebody might be waiting for another two. We got 3 picks tomorrow. We got 34, we got 65, we got 99. And we got some picks for tomorrow. I mean for next year. Make it happen, please make it happen. We got to make a move. My wife keeps texting me smiley faces, man. Pittsburgh is coming up. Listen. I told my wife too. I said if the Giants don't get them, at least Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh should get them if we don't get them. And now as we're getting close, I don't want them to get them neither. I want them. I want him. She keeps sending me. Oh boy! Now she just sent me a Eli Manning gift. Good Lord! For the fellas out there, marry yourself a woman that loves football. You'll be happy for a long time. Even if they don't support the same team that you support, a lady that loves football, that's A1 right there. That's A1 right there. Just a girl says, I already like Pittsburgh. This would make me like him more. Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Or like them more. Sorry. Correction. My man off Broadway says Pittsburgh hopefully won't get him. Hopefully no one gets your door but the Giants. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, good brother. For sure. Ford says Mara is ready to fire Dable and Shane if Sanders not picked before the night is over. Now, it's crazy. A lot of people kept saying that he was going to fall, and we're seeing the fall right now. Obviously, we're only at pick 14. You know, we still got a ton of picks left for the night. But man, I don't know. I don't know. Dwayne keeps bringing it up. He says, Mara looked pissed. He absolutely wants a quarterback. He did say it. He did say it. We'll see what happens. And you know what's crazy? Last time, Joe Shane told John Mara to trust him. Remember, he said, we'll be all right, trust me. When he talked about after Shador walked out the door. I'm sorry, after Saquon walked out the door. And we weren't all right. We weren't okay. How much faith does John Mara have in his young GM that he seems to like so much? And when I say young GM, I mean, you know, as far as experience-wise. Mark says Daniel Jones is taking that job from AR. I think it's possible. I think it's possible. AR is another guy that was, you know, heavy traits. Heavy traits, similar to how Jalen Milroe was. But the only difference between AR and Jalen Milroe played more games. He had more starts, more experience. But when it comes to these traits, man, people keep talking about traits. They want a guy to run so fast. I need a quarterback that can play quarterback. If he can run after the fact, fine. But I need him to be able to play quarterback first. I don't care if you run a 4.3 40. I need you to be able to get this ball to the playmakers. Shout out to Chef. Chef Ronnie is in the building. She says, I'm happy with Carter. If we can't have the offense on point, have the ultimate defense. Shout out to you, Coach Ronnie. I'm sorry, Chef Ronnie. Look, I'm already thinking about coaches and stuff. I've been talking about coaches all night. Shout out to Chef Ronnie. Thank you for the love and support. My man Alfred Morales with the $5 super chat. He says, this is the season we should have had a hard knocks on us. The traditional. Oh, you mean yeah. I think so too. Listen, they're terrified. Joe Shane looked like an absolute idiot last year on Hard Knocks. An absolute idiot on Hard Knocks. He's not doing it again. They're not doing it again. My man Rick Torture, what's going on, Rick? He says, Dash, it's on. It is on. It is on. Nah, yeah, we got a defense, man, for sure. All right, is the pick in for Atlanta? Said the Falcons are chatting right now. Uh-oh. What is ATL doing? Shout out to my man Paul Dietz with the $9.99 super chat. Didn't have a comment, but salute to you, Paul. Thank you for vibing with me. Thank you for the love and support. Let me know if you got something to say. I'll put it right on the board. They need an edge. Yeah, they do need an edge. Are they interested in Kayvon? Are they interested in Kayvon? Right now, the best available on Mel Kiper's list, as Shador saying, is Jalen Walker, Will Johnson, Omarion Hampton, and Josh Simmons. That is Mel Kiper's top available. Oh, Luann says the Knicks are holding on by a thread. What's the score, Luann? You can't do that and not give the score. What you doing? I need the score. I need the score. Dealer says that's what I've been saying. Tibbs and 34 to the Falcons. I think they want Tibbs 34 and something else. They're gonna want something else too. Why not? Why not be greedy? They know what we coming up for. They know it. They know it. The pick is in for the Falcons. Mel Kiper's always hyped up on something. 110 and 105. Yeah, they are holding on by a thread. They are holding on by the thread. How much time left, you said? You didn't put the time. Boy. Arthur Blank looks regular. Last year, they took Michael Penix. Arthur Blank wasn't too happy or pleased, didn't look too pleased with that. I think he's going to be pleased this year because Michael Penix is a star in the making. 59 seconds. Okay, we got the game then. We got it. We up 7. Up 7 points, 59 seconds. Detroit really don't got 3-point shooters like that. We should be good. We should be good. Nick should be good. Okay, Daniel Jeremiah's top available is Jalen Walker, Jedi Barron, Jihad Campbell, or Marion Hampton. That's what Daniel Jeremiah has. Mark letting us know that the Falcons took Walker. Jalen Walker is a good pick. They guess what? They don't need an edge anymore. If they got Walker, they don't need an edge anymore. You know what's crazy? Walker's like Abdul Carter, just healthier. Play off ball, play the edge. Atlanta got somebody good. Georgia kid, get to stay in Georgia. That's what's up. That's a fact off Broadway. They kept the kid home. Oh, man, I'm anxious. What are we doing? Come on, Joe Shane. Come on, Joe Shane. Make a move, man. Make a move. Atlanta's pick. All right. Man, come on. What are we doing? Let's see what's going on. My wife gave me a warning. She said if the Giants trade up ahead of the Pittsburgh Steelers and get Shedeur Sanders, I got to sleep on the couch. That's what my wife just said. Said if we trade in front of Pittsburgh and take Shedeur Sanders, I got to sleep on the couch. It'd be your own people. It'd be your own people. Good Lord. All right, we had pick, was it? We had pick 16. Pick 16. 6 minutes left on the clock for the Cardinals, and the Cardinals are a wild card as well. Yeah, I know, right? The couch. Yeah, she's serious when it comes to football, bro. She's serious. I said I'll be all right. Listen, I'll gladly sleep on the couch tonight. We get Shedeur Sanders? Give me a pillow and a blanket. I'll be all right. A pillow and a blanket. Listen. I'll dive right on the couch. We get Shedeur Sanders. I can't do it 2 nights in a row, though. I ain't trying to mess my back up. Dwayne said you better get the pools, pillows, and the blanket out. Yo, man, listen. It is what it is. 5 minutes left for the Arizona Cardinals, unless you're Mark. If you're Mark, the pick is probably already in where Mark is. Listen, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I will welcome the couch if we get Shedeur Sanders. It's only for one night. Won't even be a whole night because Lord knows as soon as you go to sleep, I'm getting right back into bed. That's a fact. My man Dwayne Murphy says the Giants do this every year. They do all this research on a quarterback and then never pull the trick. That is a fact. All this, they followed Shedeur Sanders around for 2 seasons. Every game, all the workouts, private workout, last minute private workout. What are we doing all this for? You already got Abdul Carter. You already got it. Go ahead and make the listen. I'll say this. Half of the fan base right now is very, very happy. All the people that wanted Abdul Carter, they are very happy right now. If you go ahead and get Shedeur Sanders, you make the other half of the fan base happy as well. And guess what? It's kumbaya. Kumbaya if that happens. Arizona's on the phone. Look like they're talking to the prospect, though. They're not willing and dealing. Dwayne says Dash will sleep on the couch like a baby if we get Sanders. Listen, I won't even feel the couch. We get Sanders, I'm doing shots, I'm going to bed. We get Sanders, I'm shutting everything off, I'm going to bed. I still ain't eat dinner yet. I got some Johnny Walker in there. Premier. We get Shedeur Sanders. I'm getting some Johnny Walker. And I'm going to bed. Straight up. All right, so what we got going on. The pick is in for the Cardinals. I think my family in the living room is ahead of me as well. Because I just heard somebody yelling a little bit. I just heard some laughter. So I don't know what happened. Cardinals pick is in. What's going on, bro? Newark made in the building. They gonna drop the ball on Sand. Listen, man. Listen. Listen, man. I don't know. I'm over here waiting for it, though, man. I'm waiting for it. We are so close right now. We are so close. You got Carter. Make the move. Get up there and get Shedeur Sanders, man. I want his chip. I need the chip on the shoulder. I need that in New York. This is a villain arc for Shedeur Sanders. All these teams passing on him. This is how you create a monster. Chip on his shoulder. Everybody becomes the enemy. Give me that in New York. My man James has already had Johnny Walker blue when we picked Abdul Carter. Listen, I'm in the booth. I can't even go anywhere right now. I'm thirsty. I need some water. Okay, the Cardinals took Walter Nolan. Walter Nolan, D tackles are coming off the board right now. The D line is coming off the board. Walter Nolan is a good pick. That is a good pick. Solid pick. They tried to spoil it a little bit, going into it, a couple of days ago, talking about his football character. They don't know if he loves football. No, he plays it. When I watch the tape of Walter Nolan, he looks like he loves the game, for sure. That's a fact. You almost don't need an interview if you've been following the guy for 2 seasons. That's crazy. Yeah, I see it. It makes the most sense. The Browns have it right now. The Browns got the bag to move up, and it won't hurt them at all. The Browns they went and made a power move at the beginning of this draft. Primo Santana says, as soon as Sanders is off the board, I'm going to bed. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm tuned in for right now. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to see Shedeur Sanders. I already been going for an hour and a half. For sure. Sergio says, let's go dark. What else got going on? Oh, Balluminati says, came out early today that at the private workout, Shedeur and Dable didn't have a good interview. They're going to say anything. I don't know how much validity that has. But guess what? I mean, it is what it is. I saw a small clip that Deion Sanders Jr. had shared on Twitter, and it showed, a couple of passes from Shador Sanders and Brian Dable, was right there behind him while he was making those passes. So, and he had a little hand clap. You know how coaches do the clap, like the good job clap. So, yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see what happens, man. We got Cincinnati, Seattle, Tampa Bay, Denver, and Pittsburgh. And again, Pittsburgh is the dark horse. Right now, the Denver Broncos are probably holding us up for ransom. Denver is holding us up for ransom, and Pittsburgh is not even picking up the phone when we try to call them. We got to see what happens. 5 minutes left on the clock for the Bengals. We'll see what happens with them. It is ridiculous, bro. It is. It is ridiculous if we don't get them. Eddie Lee says, same. If Shador is picked, I'm going to bed as well. We shutting things down. We shutting things down. I'm going to eat, and yeah, I'm curious. Oh man, I should tell my wife if she gets Shador saying that she got to sleep on the couch. Man, Bengals always need defense. That's a fact. That's a fact. Who's the next guy? They need a few things though. The Bengals need a few things on defense. But just looking at the defensive line, middle linebacker might be a spot here. You might see Campbell go. I'm curious to see what happens. Jedi Barron is still there. I don't know what does their secondary look like now. I don't know if they lost anybody. You got Malachi Starks that's still available out there. He's probably the other blue chipper, but he plays safety. So yeah, we gotta see what's gonna happen. Just a girl 007 says, Dable didn't have a good interview with him, but met with him several times before the season and dapping him up at the Shrine Bowl. Yeah, no, listen, a lot of this is smoke. Maybe a lot of it isn't smoke because he is falling right now. But we already knew. Once he got past the Giants and once he got past the Raiders, it was either the Saints, and then if he didn't go to the Saints, it was a free fall after that. And that free fall would go all the way to Pittsburgh. And that's Pittsburgh is probably the biggest hurdle right now. If he can get past Pittsburgh, then we might be in business. If we can't get up to Denver and the Bengals pick is in, just waiting for them to announce it. I don't know. My man Dwayne says, I'm tired of the cookie cutter quarterbacks. It is some cookie cutter. Ooh, Mark says the Bengals got Stewart, another defensive lineman. Was that Shamar Stewart? Shamar Stewart. James says, damn Skippy. She has to sleep on the couch. That's what I said to my wife. She last year when her team got Daniels. That's hilarious. Mark the Insider. Thank you, Mark, for letting us know that we're still alive. Shamar Stewart is a good player. A lot of good traits. RAS scored through the roof. Was it 6'5", 300 pounds? Crazy, freaky athletic. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense for the Bengals. How much battery I got left on my phone? Good Lord. And I don't have my charger in here. Oh man, Trap Draco says who gonna end up trading with us? I think it has to be Denver. It gotta be Denver. Seattle's not gonna take Shador. Tampa Bay, they got Baker. I don't think they take Shador either. Baker's still very, very viable. And he got a contract. But Denver, man, we gotta get there. We gotta get to Denver. I can already see the end of the draft now. Philly got the last pick, of course. I can see it just looking at it. What are we doing? These guys really want to take the chance. Here's the thing, like Cleveland, I don't think Shedeur Sanders has sat down. They keep showing him. I haven't seen him take a seat yet. Yeah. Denver's probably ringing off the hook for sure. Cleveland trying to get ahead. We trying to get ahead, hopefully. We'll see what happens. I tell you what, though, man. For I can't wait to go to a Cleveland Browns Spaces and see what they had. They had a chance to get Travis Hunter. They had a chance to get Shedeur Sanders, and they took Mason Graham. Yo, that's hilarious. You had the number 2 pick. I mean, all those forgiven if they get Shedeur Sanders, though. All is forgiven if they do, but that fan base is probably going crazy right now. But I will say this, though. We haven't seen any quarterbacks go yet. Depending on how you feel about Milroe and Dart, they're probably going to make it to the second round. If Shedeur makes it to Pittsburgh, maybe the Rams take Jackson Dart because they got Stafford there. Buffalo's not going to do it. Kansas City's not going to do it. Philly's not going to do it. Baltimore's not going to do it. Houston's not going to do it. Minnesota, not going to do it. Green Bay, not going to do it. I'm nervous. Sergio, you are bugging, brother. I say that respectfully. You are bugging. Bugging. Dealer says maybe Leonard Williams put in a good word about Tibbs to Seattle. You saw a trade or something? Oh, Shamar Stewart is a smaller guy. Shamar Turner is the bigger one. Shamar Stewart is ridiculous, though. I keep getting these Shamars mixed up. 6'5", 267. They got a good pickup. Freaky athletic. You know what's crazy with that Texas A&M defense? Last year they had Walter Nolan as well. Texas A&M was stacked. The offense was trash, though. And that's why they didn't go anywhere. You can have all the defense in the world, but if your quarterback is trash, team is trash. My man Anthony says, how many rounds is in a what? How many rounds is in a round? One, is it what? I think I hear what you're saying. Today is only one round. 32 picks in the first round. That's it. You don't start getting to the compensatory picks until the third round. All right, the Seahawks. Is that the Seahawks war room? No, that's the Bengals war room. They shaking hands. They happy. They're happy. Shout out to the Knicks for winning. Pick is in for Seattle. In that trade, Denver would get what, Dash? In that trade, Denver would get 34, possibly 99, something next year. If Tibbs is not in the mix, that's probably what it would be. You get the 34, which is the pick swap. You get either 65 or 99 in something next year. That would be the pick in order for you to come out of day one with Abdul Carter and Shedeur Sanders. You know what I mean? Joseph, you keep telling me, Joseph, I can feel it in my stomach. This pause. That's crazy. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. And I finally see it. Giants picking up 5th-year option on Kayvon. Just scrolled at the bottom of the screen on NFL Network. Yeah, I just think it's funny that they decided to announce that tonight. They could have waited till tomorrow. Ray says Jason Sehorn. I did see that. Jason Sehorn is announcing the pick tomorrow. Yeah, I saw that. That's dope. I think tomorrow starts at 7. I think it starts at 7 tomorrow. I think it starts at 7 tomorrow. Mr. 420 says definitely want Sanders. Paul says I'm glad. Sergio says 100% Big Blue, but let's be real. If Sanders would be a top pick, he would have been pick number 1. You're right. He's still pretty darn good.
Seattle Seahawks select Gray Zabel.
Ooh, great Zabel to the Seahawks. Okay. Gray Zabel was at North Dakota State. Offensive tackle, can play guard as well. He is a stud. Went to the Senior Bowl and showed that he can play with the Power 5 guys. Shout out to Gray Zabel. Shout out to Gray Zabel. Thank you for confirming that, Maurice. Tomorrow 7. Yep. Mr. 420 said, let Abdul get 11. Come on, man. We got to stop giving away these retired numbers. Now, I will say this, a lot of those retired numbers are fire numbers. It's like fire numbers. But I don't know if you just give Phil Simms ain't having that, man. I was on the show with Giants Rush, and some people were saying like, yeah, let him get 11. I'm like, for me, I'm too old school for this. You got to earn that sucker first. You got to earn that number. We had 1 hour, 51 minutes. We are running through it. Okay, so we got Tampa Bay, Denver, and Pittsburgh. This window was getting shorter and shorter. The window is getting shorter and shorter. Tampa Bay's next. Oh boy. What are we doing? What are we doing here? We got to make something happen. Mr. 420 says he do remind you of Micah. I mean, they both had number 11. Yeah, they look similar build. Micah is just a different type of monster. The one thing about we forget how strong Micah Parsons is. Micah Parsons super strong. Abdul Carter is nowhere near as strong as Micah Parsons is at all. He's a great player. He's a speed rusher. He's still not a complete edge rusher. He only played 1 year on the edge. And the first time he played on the edge, he got to hurt his foot. And he hurt his shoulder. He has to gain some weight. He got to bulk up. He got to get stronger. Once that happens, I think the sky's the limit for Abdul Carter. But I'm not going to sit here and not saying that you're doing that. I'm just saying I don't believe he's the same type of player as Micah Parsons. Even though they went to the same school, wore the same number, it's a little bit different. I do like his versatility though. He can play off ball. He can play the edge, and guess what? He's a New York Giant now. So guess what? I'm riding with Micah. Good Lord, I'm riding with Abdul Carter because guess what? He's a New York Giant. He is a New York Giant. Knicks won. That's a fact. Alan Greenwood says, can Sanders drop to us? I don't think so, brother. I think we got to make a move. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. I don't know if it's probable. Maybe they've done enough damage in this smear campaign to get him out of the first round. But to me, just the value of a quarterback and having that additional year, that 5th-year option, that's what makes it intriguing for teams to trade up to try to get him. Trade up from the second round to try to get him to get that extra year, just in case he hits. Mr. 420 says, can we just fire Funny Money Joe? I like that. Shout out to you, James. Thank you for buying the Dash, the Big Dash nose hat. Which one did you get? Did you get the Make the Giants Great Again hat? Again, like I said, we got these in the store. Make sure you pick up one of those. But I got them in different colors too. But yeah, let me know which hat you picked up. That's dope. Thank you for the support. Oh, man, that is hilarious. Where'd it go? My man Primo says, do we need to pour a bucket of white paint on Sanders? That is crazy. I know what you're getting at. Luann said, I truly wanted Hunter. I know you did. Let's Be Giant says, Abdul Carter needs to bulk up some more, which I think he will have no problem with. He has the frame for it. People say he showed up at the combine. I think he was like 259 when he showed up at the combine. His playing weight was nowhere near 259. his playing weight was right around like 245. When you look at him on the field, he looked slender. He looked light. He does need to bulk up. He does need to get stronger. My question is, how bad is the shoulder? Again, if you're trying to get stronger, the shoulder needs to be healthy enough, to bulk up. What's going on with the foot? If you need to bulk up, leg day, all the other stuff, you got to make sure he's right. The worst news that we can get is if, after this, he schedules a surgery. Then if that happens, then it is what it is. And the Giants' luck will be, normal. We don't have the best luck with guys that are injured, especially when it comes to feet or the foot. Especially with a guy who's just think about this, right? We got Abdul Carter. Why? Because he's a speed rusher. He might have an issue with his foot. Right now, they're saying everything looks good. He's healing. But, man, that's a big risk because the majority of his game is relied on his speed. He's relying on his speed. New York would be lit if we were able to get Shador. That's a fact. The Broncos are not trading. The Broncos are not trading back. That's what Adam Schefter just said. Oh, man. That sucks. That sucks. All we can hope for is that Pittsburgh passes on them. That's it. That's all we can hope for now. Good Lord. The Chargers not going to take him. Green Bay's not going to take him.
NFL draft. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Emeka Egbuka.
Oh, wow. Wide receiver. Okay. Wow. All right. Okay. Dwayne, man, I'm nervous, Dwayne. Oh, man. My man Dealer says Carter could bulk up, but if a player's not used to playing at a new weight, acceleration, overall speed could be affected. Absolutely. He showed up to the combine at 259. That's crazy. That's 15 extra pounds. 15 extra pounds. 14 extra pounds. Sorry. I don't know. I would say no. Let's be giant. Micah is freaky when it comes to being how fast he is. Is different. Micah Parsons ran a 4.340, a 4.3, like a 4.340. He's not, and that's the crazy thing too, because again, Abdul Carter is a fantastic player, but when you try to throw the comparison to Micah Parsons, like outside of him playing at Penn State and wearing a number 11, it's not really close. It's not really close. Micah Parsons, different kind of bag. Pass rush bag, strong as hell. It's just he's just a different player, and I would hope that New York Giants fans realize that Abdul Carter is not, and I repeat, is not Micah Parsons. He is not. I wouldn't even expect that type of impact. I think he's going to have an impact, but I wouldn't even expect that type of impact from him. I think he's going to be a good player, but we need to pump the brakes with the Micah Parsons stuff. Yeah, I know, Luann. I know. Was it Raymond Gigi says, who would you rather pick, Dart or Milroe? If I got to pick between those two right now, if you asked me a couple weeks ago, I would have said Dart over Milroe. Went back and watched some more Dart tape. Dart has a good arm. He can run the ball, but what he did at Ole Miss, that type of running, I don't think he can do that at the NFL level. it'll look a little bit different. I think he has enough wiggle to, to extend plays, but I wouldn't expect to run like QB powers and stuff like that. So I would take Milroe right now over Jackson Dart. Outside of that, I like Kyle McCord from Syracuse too. If we're talking about getting the guy in like day 3, yours is too small and he gets injured a lot. Will Howard, I don't think he's that good of a quarterback, but he is a big, strong quarterback, and we already know that they like big, strong, tall quarterbacks. But we'll see what happens. It's what is it called? It's called Spreadshirt. That's where the merch is. It's in the description in the YouTube. So that's why I got the merch at now. That's the store that you can go to for it. But the link is in the it should be underneath the video. It should be. If not, it's definitely on the bio page. Mr. 420 says you never said we've never drafted an African American quarterback ever. That's not true. That's not true. We did pick up a guy in the 4th round, Andre Woodson, out of half black. He was half black. Andre Woodson, I believe he came out of Kentucky. I think it was Kentucky. Not 100% sure on that. But and I love the Mara family, the Duke, to John, but it's making me feel funny. Now, a lot of people feel like there's a little hidden thing happening. And it seems to be true that the Denver Broncos are not trading out of this pick. Right now, there's a minute 41 left on the clock. But it does not say that the pick is in yet. So I believe if they're waiting this long, that means they're on the phone with somebody right now. They're on the phone. If they're down to 1 minute and 30 seconds, they are on the phone with somebody right now. I'm hoping that it's the New York Giants. We're at 1 minute and 20 seconds. Oh, boy. It's getting close. We got some drama here. 1 minute and 10 seconds. We got some drama going. And my man, listen, Mark, don't play with me, Mark. He said Milroe sucks. Milroe got a lot of developing to do. We're at 58 seconds, and the pick is not in with the Denver Broncos. They are definitely on the phone with somebody right now, holding their feet to the fire. They're playing the game of chicken right now, and that's crazy. Pick is in. Is the pick in? Pick is in. I just saw it go across. The Broncos pick is in. Oh, I'm talking about nervous. She said Pittsburgh is not taking a quarterback. I don't know, man. They don't have a quarterback on the roster. They got Mason Rudolph right now. We don't know what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. I'll say this, though. If the Pittsburgh Steelers pass on Shedeur Sanders, that means maybe they already know that Rodgers is actually, really going to come to Pittsburgh. That would be one thing that makes some sense to me. I'm begging like a mother. You said someone is begging. I'm begging, brother. Come on, Giants. Come on, Giants. What are we doing? Yo, the pick is in for Denver. 5 best available: Shedeur Sanders, Will Johnson, Amarion Hampton, Josh Simmons, and Matthew Golden. That's Mel Kiper's best available right now. Says, why do I want Sanders so bad? He has a big mouth and sounds like trouble. Sounds like New York to me. A big mouth, flashy, little arrogant, chip on his shoulder, tough as nails. Sounds like New York to me. He might be the most New York type quarterback we ever get. Bright lights, big city. Yeah, I like that. Also, he's very good at playing quarterback. He's very good. That's the most important thing. He's actually very good. Has a college record for completion percentage. Ran threw for 4,000 yards, 38 touchdowns. Despite having negative 150-something yards rushing, he still rushed for 3 touchdowns. And he had a bad offensive line, and he had no running game, and still put up those numbers. Sounds like New York to me too off Broadway. Shout out to Sam. Go ahead, give me this Broncos pick, Sam.
With the 20th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select
Jahdae Barron is off the board, cornerback out of Texas. That's a good pickup for them. They are securing that secondary for sure. They already got Pat Surtain. Now they have Jahdae Barron. He might play safety. He might play nickel. Might play outside, depending on what they need. He is versatile, and he's a good player. No, I'm not saying that he could never be like Micah Parsons. I'm saying that right now people are comparing him to Micah Parsons. I'm saying right now he's not Micah Parsons. He's a New York Giant. I need him to be better than Micah Parsons, if we're being honest. That's what I want. That's what I want. I'm just saying for the people right now, if you're expecting him to be Micah Parsons, no. I expect him to be Abdul Carter. I expect him, to get pressure on the quarterback. That's what I expect. That's why we took him so high. That's what his job should be. That's what the expectation should be. But I'm not going to expect him to be Micah Parsons, and I'm damn sure not going to expect him to be Lawrence Taylor. No, thank you. Nobody's Lawrence Taylor, just like somebody said, nobody's Eli Manning, because nobody is Eli Manning. But we've had the quiet quarterbacks. We had the all shucks quarterback. We need a little bit of spice. We need a little sazon in New York City. Sprinkle a little sazon on it. Sazon. Oh man. Oh, and nobody. Listen, that's out of the question. LT ain't going for no kind of 56 nothing. You're not unretiring 56. That's the best defensive player in NFL history. You're not even going to ask him. You wouldn't even fix your mouth to ask Lawrence Taylor something like that. You kidding me? No way. Shout out to Primo Santana with the $1.99 super chat. Didn't say anything after that, but thank you for the love and support. And we are over the 2-hour mark. Mark says, sorry, boss, it's Dart. Listen. Calm down. Pittsburgh's, listen, Mark, Mark, do me a favor, Mark. Do me a favor, Mark. Please do not put the Pittsburgh Steelers pick in the chat. Please don't. Please don't. I'm saying it nicely. Please don't. Pretty please. Dealer says if LT didn't have the issues off the field, I think the league may have already retired. Yeah, the whole 56 across the league would have been retired. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Okay, where we at? All right, the Steelers didn't take any time putting the pick in. I'm gonna let it get quiet. I want to see if I hear my wife screaming through the walls. I'm just waiting on the Steelers pick. I'm not looking at my chat right now. I apologize if you put a comment. I'm not looking at the chat. I don't want anybody to spoil this pick for me. But I'm waiting. They keep showing Shador and Dion, at their, draft party. Keep getting it close up. Here comes Goodell.
In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Derek Harmon.
Woo! Woo! Okay, we still in business. We still in business. We are still in business. I'm not even going to text my wife. We still in business. Oh man. While they're yelling, my family's yelling. My family's yelling in the back. I don't even know if the mic picked that up. They are yelling in the background. My wife just said, "What the fuck?" Part of my French. You hear them knocking on the walls? Good Lord. Should I tease her a little bit? Should I tease my wife a little bit? Joe Shane, what are you doing, Joe? Where Dwayne at? Dwayne, where you at, Dwayne? Where you at, Dwayne? TD Midas, what's going on? What's going on, bro? My man Brandon said, "Get her." Oh boy. Hey Brandon, I'm about to take. Listen, hey Brandon, if I get beat up, I'm blaming you. If I get beat up, I'm definitely about to tease her right now, though. I'm definitely about to tease her right now, though. Oh boy. Oh boy. She is dropping F-bombs. I can hear it through the walls. She is dropping F-bombs in the living room. Oh boy. Yo, we still in business right now. We are still in business right now. This is primetime television. Hold on. This is primetime television right now. Yo, this is crazy. Hold on. Let me get to the super chats. Shout out to my man Joseph Wilcox. He says he's going to be a Giant. Yes, sir. Dwayne Murphy with the $4.99 super chat says Dash is sleeping on the couch. Let's go. Listen, I got enough pillows. I got enough blankets. We'll make it as comfortable as possible. My man TD Mike said we in this bed. We in it. Simeon, what's going on, Simeon? He says, did Joe lock up KT's 5th-year option for the team they are trading him to? Ravens, maybe. All of the above. We got to make something happen. We got to make it happen. My wife is cussing through the walls. Yo, this is crazy right now. Crazy right now. They passed on him. Anybody ever watch well, I know everybody. Remember Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? When Will's father, his real father, was going to try to come see him and he didn't show up. And Will Smith went to his Uncle Phil like, why don't he want me? Well, why don't he want me? That's Shedeur Sanders right now, man. Just imagine you're creating a monster right now. Go get him right now. Go get him. Y'all might be too old for that too. Hopefully y'all watched Fresh Prince. Hopefully some of y'all watched Fresh Prince. They went with Derek Harmon. The Steelers got look. Derek Harmon is nice. He's nice. They needed a replacement for Cam Hayward. He's getting too old. That's the $1 million question, Omega. Is Sanders even going in the first? Listen, I'll say this. Right now, Cleveland Browns are sitting at 33. Giants are sitting at 34. If he makes it out of the first round, he's not going to make it to 34. The Cleveland Browns most likely are going to take him. The Cleveland Browns can right or wrong. They traded back. They got Mason Graham, and I like Mason Graham. But they could have had Travis Hunter. They could have had Abdul Carter. They could have had Shedeur Sanders. They got a right or wrong with their fan base. I haven't even seen their fan base tweet anything yet because I've been going live. I've been live for 2 hours and 15 minutes, right? But man, what are we doing right now? What are we doing right now? He's going to fall in our laps. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We passed on him. Are you kidding me? What's going on right now? Oh, man. Oh, man. What are we doing? What are we doing right now? What's going on, man? What's going on? Chargers on the clock. Is the pick in for the Chargers? I got to get... Oh, boy, what happened? Come on, hurry up. Come on. Oh, boy. Shador has not sat down yet. Minute 48 seconds on the clock for the Chargers. Joe Shane, what are you doing, Joe Shane? Go get him. You were willing to give everything to Aaron Rodgers, and he is washed up. You were going to give $100 million to Matthew Stafford. What are we doing? You got your pass rusher. Go get your quarterback. Go get him. Go get him. Yeah. If he made it to the second round, it's definitely Browns brand. They won't pass. So let's just look at it right now. All the teams that are picking right now do not need a quarterback at all. You got the Chargers, the Packers, the Vikings have JJ McCarthy. You got the Texans, they got CJ. The Rams have Stafford. Jackson's the Ravens. Golf in Detroit. Washington got Daniels. Buffalo got Allen, Mahomes. In case nobody else needs a quarterback. Nobody else needs a quarterback. If you see any trade up right now, they're trading up for Shador Sanders. But I'll tell you this, the only chance the New York Giants have is trading up right now. The only chance they have. Now, here's the thing. If all the rumors are true, if Brian Dable just loves Jackson Dart so much, or they don't feel like trading up or giving up draft capital, and because right now, you even if one team trades up, it's not going to be a bunch of teams trading up. So that second pick is either going to be, you got a chance at Sanders right now. Then tomorrow, you got a chance at Dart. You got a chance at Miro, depending on, pick your poison, which one you like. I don't know. I don't know. Shout out to my man Jarius with the $2 super chat. He says, "Come on, Chef Joe, it's time to cook." So here we go with the countdown. Chargers pick is in. They let it get down to about a minute, and then now the pick is in for the Chargers. No trade for me. Let's see right now. What do they need? Oh, they just added Trey Lance and Najee Harris. Oof. Shout out to Najee Harris though. What receivers are left on the board? Any? Do they need a wide receiver? They need another receiver for Herbert. Maybe they go defense. I'm curious to see what happens. Dwayne Murphy. Yeah, that's right. Ben Vereen did play his dad. That's a fact. Raymond says, LA Rams, please trade with the Giants. That's a fact. Shout out to my man Joseph Wilcox with the $5 super chat. He said, exactly. Headset coming on, turntable playing my old 45. JB, I feel good. James Brown. Yes, sir. I said, New York State of Mind says Mara wants a quarterback, but is it Sanders? That's the question. Yeah, that's the biggest question. But I'll say this: there's no more fighting in this scenario now. Within the fan base, everybody said he wasn't worth the number 3 pick. Well, guess what? We're at pick 22 now. Is he worth the 22nd pick? I think he's worth that. I thought he was worth the 3rd pick. We'll see what happens. Chargers pick is in. Is he heading out yet? All right, the Chargers got a little bit of high fives and hugs going on. Here's Goodell.
With the 22nd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Omarion.
Ooh, that's a good pickup for them. Marion Hampton goes to the Chargers. That's a great pickup for them. Ooh, I forgot about Hampton. That's a good pickup for them. Wow. You know what's crazy too, because you figure when you're picking at the end of the draft, everybody's like, oh, you know, all the blue chippers are at the front. Marion Hampton to the Chargers, that's a great fit. That's a great fit. You got a thumper of a running back there now. What's the best way to protect your quarterback? Having a good run game. Outside of offensive line, having a good run game. And that's how you build a team. Last year, Harbaugh went with the offensive tackle to protect your quarterback. This year, he's creating that running game for his quarterback. That's how you build a team. That is how you build the team. That's the fact, James. He is a damn good running back. Dealer says Najee just became the backup. You know what's funny? He left Pittsburgh because he was splitting carries with Jalen Warren. He's definitely going to be splitting carries here with Omarion Hampton. And the funny thing about that is Omarion Hampton thicker legs, but they kind of have like a similar style. They're thumpers, but also you can use them in the passing game too. So yeah, they got a little double-headed monster, two-headed monster. 5'11", 221 pounds. Okay, so next on the clock, we got Green Bay. 6 minutes left. I wasn't even going to go to the whole. I wasn't even going to go the whole round, but man. Yeah, I hear you, George. Right, and I agree with you. He says Sanders is dropping to the second round. All the rest of the teams left got their quarterback. Now that's a fact, but the problem is this: like, who's right in front of us? Cleveland is right in front of us. You think they pass on Sanders twice? I don't think so. They owe their fan base something. So right now the Giants got to make something happen if they want Shador, because I don't think they'll pass on them twice. But here's the thing. Could they pass on him twice? I don't know. You know what's crazy about this whole situation? I thought the anxiety was going to be over after tonight. But if he doesn't make it, if he doesn't get drafted in the first round tomorrow, I don't know how I'm going to work tomorrow, man. I don't know. The anxiety is going to be ridiculous, because then I'm just going to be waiting for, Cleveland's definitely going to take Shador Sanders. You know what I mean? This is crazy, man. What you saying? Dealer says they kind of do dash. Hampton's just more explosive. What do you mean? Talking about the running back game? Dealer also says all we've heard is Dable isn't big on Shador. He's the one holding this up. It could be that. It could be Dart too. Yeah, George, could be Dart. Good Lord. 4 minutes left for Green Bay. I don't see anybody on the phone with Green Bay, but there's a lot of whispering going around, so I don't know what that means. Oh, man. Shout out to my man Baghdad with the $10 super chat. He says Sanders makes the entire draft an A+ for me. Yo, if you we're gonna keep hope alive, man. We're gonna keep hope alive, right? I'm not gonna say too much because I don't want to jinx myself. But yeah, if that happens, it's an A+ for sure. If you can come out here with a blue chip pass rusher, and then a possible future franchise quarterback, whether you trade up or whether you sit still and you're able to land them too. I just think that would be a fantastic, start of the draft for sure. Red Zone says Shador is going to the Browns for sure. Bars. My man Red Zone says Jackson Dark to New York for sure. Brown says trade with the Bills. That would be fantastic if he called his old buddy. If he called Bean and said, "Hey man, save me. Save me." MKM says if they draft Dart, GM deserves to get fired. I just think like Sanders just has a bigger upside than Dart. Period. Play behind a suspect offensive line, no running game, and still put up numbers. You know what I mean? That counts for something. I've seen Dart crumble in games. And like I said, he's had some great games as well. For me, it's not close. Okay, so was it Daniel Jeremiah's top available, Jihad Campbell? Oh, list just went down. I don't have it anymore. Minute 44 on the clock. The pick is not in. Didn't look like they were on the phone, though. Green Bay, can we get a trade? Listen, I would go bananas. I would go bananas if I saw the New York Giants logo pop up, man. Bananas. Oof. Trade Kayvon to Buffalo and pick 34. Ooh. You cooking with grease over there, Reese. I like that trade with the Bills. I like that. Yeah, Von Miller's gone. That's a fact. Pick is in for the Packers. Pick is in finally. Then the home crowd is going crazy. They've been waiting a long time out there. TD Minus says Kayvon to Buffalo is a dub. Yeah, Illuminati. It seems like it. It seems like it is. Dable likes Dart more. And the other thing is this, like, whoever they draft, that's who they're tying themselves to. So Dable is supposed to be the quarterback whisperer. If he believes so much in Jackson Dart, give him Jackson Dart, but he better be right. That's all I got to say, because his job depends on it. His job will depend on it. Yeah, Sean Jackson. That's just Chargers have Najee and now Hampton. It'll be a physical game when we play the Chargers next season. It'll be a physical game, period, for anybody playing against the Chargers. They're going to be able to run the ball. They're going to be able to pass the ball as well. Offensive line is getting shored up even more. Defense is still pretty solid. They got to figure out, Bosa's gone, so they got to figure that out. But all right, so they bringing out a guest announcer for the Green Bay pick. Oh, that might be the owner, actually. Is that Ted?
Please give it up for first team All-Pro.
Was that Mark Murphy? Mark Murphy.
Super Bowl champion and Packers president and CEO Mark Murphy.
Yep. Who ain't going to see the field? Any quarterback we pick is not going to see the field. That makes it even better. You're not forcing him to start right away. He's going to sit behind Russell Wilson, and then next year take over the reins. That's usually how you want it to happen. Yes, the Giants got 7 picks left. Yep, that's a fact. We got 34, 65, 99, 105, 154, 219, 246. Come on, man. Stop dragging it. Stop dragging it. Yeah, Dart won't start. Yeah.
For the first time since 2002,
Oh, wow. They got Matthew Golden. That's fantastic for them. That's fantastic for them. That's a good pick. Dwayne said he calls him Jackson Fart because he stinks up the joint. That is crazy. He said, Sergio says, that's how scared you are. If Sanders is that good, he would beat Wilson and Winston to start. You're not following me at all, brother. You're not following me. You're not following what I'm saying at all. I'm saying when you have a rookie quarterback, the ideal situation is to allow them to sit. You don't want them to start right away. That's what I'm saying. If they're forced to start, they're forced to start, but that's not ideal. Last year, Drake May sat behind Jacoby Brissett, and he was the 3rd overall pick. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You want these guys to be prepared and be the best. You put a situation where you have Russell Wilson, you have Jameis Winston, so you're not forced to put them out there on the field. So that creates a better scenario for the Giants, better scenario for Shadour Sanders. Now, just think about how we did Eli Manning. Eli Manning sat behind what's his name? Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner was playing well enough to keep on playing. They decided to put Eli out there because he was the first, not the first, well, the first overall pick, but he was our first rounder. So that's what happens, man. It's levels to this. It's not just, is this guy good enough to start right away? That's one thing, and if he is, that's fantastic. I think if he was forced to play, absolutely he could start. I'm just saying, why even do that when you don't have to? It's not just about 2025. It's about the future. You got to think about it that way. He said, that's scared to me. You wanted him at pick 3. Yes, I did. Now, I wouldn't have been mad if we got him at 3. The guy that we got at 3 has question marks. People are comparing him to Micah Parsons when he's not. He's a good player, but he's not Micah Parsons. He has a foot issue. He has a shoulder issue. We're walking on faith when it comes to Abdul Carter. I'm hoping for the best with Abdul Carter. Why? Because he's a New York Giant. It is what it is, brother. But nobody's scared of the pick. Nobody's scared of Shadour Sanders' talent because he has it. The Vikings already have their pick in. Of course, Phil Simms' number is retired. Wow, he went straight to the mic. Matthew Golden went to the mic. That's dope. Illuminati says Dart will allow them to play Wilson without any pressure to start. It's not even about the pressure. It's not even because here's the thing though. If Wilson goes out there and Wilson is horrible, they're going to be calling for whatever quarterback we get. They might be okay with Winston, but they're going to if the quarterback play is bad, they're going to want the rookie to play. That's what happened with Eli Manning and Daniel Jones. 2 games in, they said, "Oh no, we can't do this," and we threw Daniel Jones in there. So it doesn't matter who they pick. It's all about what Russell Wilson does. There was only 2 quarterbacks I think that could start year 1 or day 1 and be successful, and that was Cam Ward and Shadour Sanders. Those are the only 2. I don't think Dart can come in and play day 1. I don't think Jaden Milroe for sure can't come in day 1 and play. And then when you look at all the other guys after that, no, there was only 2 guys that could actually come out day 1 and actually probably look like decent quarterbacks. I don't know what Cam Ward is going to look like in Tennessee, but we hope he's going to be good. Okay. My man, Christopher Moody says Shador needs to go to a team that plays inside. He's never played inside his whole life. I don't think he needs to. That's where I'm at. Mikey Carter better dominate. I hope he does. I want him to. I want him to be the best edge rusher in the draft. I want him to be the best edge rusher on the team. That's what I want from Carter. And the way people are talking about him, there's no excuse that he shouldn't or why he shouldn't. Now, we can keep it clean. We keep it clean in here. We ain't even got it. Was that somebody brought up race again? Man, listen, it is what it is with the quarterbacks. Shador Sanders is probably the most traditional playing style of quarterbacks in this draft. He's not a running quarterback. He's not going to beat you running down the field, nothing. He plays from the pocket, operates from the pocket, just like the quarterbacks that we've had. The quarterbacks that everybody loves that played for the Giants operated out of the pocket. You know what I mean? Let's not get crazy now. Okay, the Vikings pick is in. Okay, wow. Jonathan Jackson went. Okay. That's a good pick for them. Quiz says Carter told Parsons he wants 56. Come on now. That's not happening. My man Jay Jan with a $1.99 super chat. My bad, Jay Jan. I saw you put this in here a while ago. He says, how you feeling about Carter? Man, I am hyped. I'm hyped about Carter too. The Giants are on the clock. 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 What are we talking about right now? The Giants are on the clock. Yo, it better be Shador. It better be Shador. What we doing? Giants are on the clock. What are we doing here? We traded up, Dwayne. Yo, it might be happening. It might be happening. Hold on, what we doing? Come on, is it Dart? Hopefully it's not Dart. Oh, man, come on now. Come on now. I'm not looking at the chat. Mark, I swear to God, Mark, if you leak something in this chat, Mark, it's going to be problems between me and you, brother. It's going to be problems between me and you. Oh, they showing Jackson Dart too. Oh, Lord. Oh, boy, what's going on? Oh, man, I'm confused. I'm confused. Look like it might be Jackson Dart. I'm not looking at the chat. Oh, my gosh. What are we doing? What are we doing? What did we give up? What did we give up? Yo, come on. Stop playing with me. I'm not looking at the chat. I apologize if you're putting comments in the chat. I'm not putting in it. I'm not looking in the chat. I'm not looking in the chat. Yo, my heart is racing right now. It's crazy right now. I'll say this. I'll say this before the pick is in. I'll say this. And again, I'm not looking at the chat. I'm not looking at the chat. Obviously, I want Shador Sanders. I'm not on the Giants staff. I'm not the GM. I'm not the head coach. I'm not the offensive coordinator. I see the chat going. I'm not looking at it for a certain man. The pick is in. The pick is in. If Jackson Dart is the pick, that's because Brian Dable said identified that's his guy. That's who they believe in. Whoever this pick is who they actually believe in. I can't be mad at that, but you already know I want you to do saying this. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm not looking in the chat, man. Oh my gosh. I'm not looking in the chat. Oh boy, let's see what happens. I'm trying my best not to look in the chat. What's taking so long with the commercial break, man? Stop playing. If my phone buzz, I'm not looking at no text messages right now. I need to see this pick. Come on, commercial break. Come on, this is the worst time for a commercial break. How many commercials, how many bills y'all got to pay? Come on, man. What did we give up? I apologize, yo. I apologize. I'm not looking in the chat. I don't know what you guys are saying right now. We got 221 people in here. I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm not looking at the chat. Okay, we gave up. Oof. So we gave up a second. We gave up 34. We gave up 99, and we gave up a third rounder. And they showing Jackson Dart. I think it's going to be Jackson Dart. I think it's going to be Jackson Dart. That's what I think is going to happen. They're high-fiving. They're high-fiving right now. I don't see Brandon Brown. Actually, I do see Brandon Brown is on the phone. Brandon Brown is the one that's on the phone. Let's see what happens. I'm turning it up. Let's see.
The Houston Texans have traded the 25th pick to the New York Giants. With the 25th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Jackson Dart, Mississippi.
Wow.
Legendary high school career in Utah, threw for 67 touchdowns.
Wow.
Started 3 games and transferred to Ole Miss. Started 38.
Wow.
Surpassing Eli Manning. Your reaction. Well, not shocked because they all once threw it. And Jackson Dart didn't beat the defense with his leg. His completion percentage every year under Lenny Pippen improved 62%.
Wow. Wow. Brian Dable is ecstatic right now.
The concern for me, and the reason I'm going to shore a guy is the big spot. Come up big.
We ain't had to trade up for Dart. We didn't have to trade up. We ain't have to give up picks for Dart. Dart would have been there. Dart would have been there. Dart would have been there. We didn't have to give up the picks for Dart. Dart would have been there. Wow. Well, guess what? That's who they're tying the franchise to. Jackson Dart is the quarterback of the New York Giants. Let's go, Jackson Dart. Let's go, Jackson Dart. Oh man, shout out to my man Joseph Wilcox with the $10 super chat. It says, Dash, here we go. Bro. Good Lord. Good Lord. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, man. What are you doing? And you gave up draft capital for him. Oh my gosh. The night is over. The night is over. Oh my gosh. I don't what good Lord. Where did Brandon Brown go? Jackson Dart to the New York Giants. Let's go, Jackson. Damn, his brother looked just like him. Well, I gotta go. I gotta put out some reaction videos of both of these picks. Oh man! Shout out to my man Adolfo. He says with the $10 super chat, he says, "Thanks, Dash. I'm no fan of Sanders, but I rode that roller coaster with you. Appreciate you. That's salute to you. Thank you for vibing with me. We almost 3 hours in. This is the last pick that I'm gonna actually sit for. I got to do some reaction videos, and I gotta make my rounds around the New York Giants content creators. Man, thank you everybody for vibing with me. Listen, we're gonna talk about this. We got Saturday's show coming up. We definitely gonna talk about it. We'll have some more Giants to talk about as well. Right now, the New York Giants have added Abdul Carter. We got a pass rusher. And right now, Brian Dable and Joe Shane decided to throw their chips in with Jackson Dart. Let's hope that's the right decision that they made. Oh, man. This is crazy. Shout out to Brown with the $2 super chat. My man Dwayne Murphy said he broke a glass. Guess I'm not sleeping on the couch tonight. It is what it is, man. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And from one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation.